Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the quick update on the Ukrainian offensive. So the Ukrainians have not started their full offensive. What they have been doing is they have been doing probing attacks across the entire front line, and we start off with some of the actions taken by the Ukrainian forces. There is attack or some kind of reconnaissance movement in the town of Novoselivske, just beside Kupyansk, on the western side of Kupyansk in the Luhansk region, and the same action has been repeated over at Synkivka as well. Synkivka is actually one of these strong positions, the forward operating base, if you want, of the Ukrainian forces over in the Kupyansk Front. And however, these are just probing. They are just like trying to move in and see where the weakness is. It could be around this entire region, so it's not just going to be like exactly here, but it could actually be here as well. And there is a lot of shelling across this entire region, would suggest that Ukrainian presence in all these locations are definitely there. And there is mining operations also being reported along the entire Oskil River region, all the way stretching to Volodymyrivka. So the information is coming from River. They say that the sappers of the Ukrainian forces have been mining minefields from along the Oskil River from Dvorichna for Volodymyrivka all the way to the Kupyansk region, which means that the mining is across the entire river all the way to Kupyansk. So this is to actually prevent Russian forces to cross over, and this would actually discourage Russian crossing in this area here, especially to capture Dvorichna. And so the Ukrainian forces also mine the approaches to Kupyansk city itself. This is Kupyansk city, and in case you guys are not sure, where is this? This is Kupyansk city here. And the approaches are being mined according to River. However, we do not know exactly where the mining of all the approaches that they are mentioning is. It could be here, I believe, or it could be here as well. We're not too sure, but definitely they still need the roads, so the mining is going to be pretty limited. There is reinforcement being reported at Kupyansk, according to the pro-Russian sources as well. Reinforcement of the 14th Brigade with armored vehicles arrived in the area of Kupyansk, which is here, and this is probably going to be sent forward if they are supposed to be helping out in the defense, or they could be just gathering around this area region between Petropolivka and Kupyansk to launch certain kind of offensive. And away from there, away from the Kupyansk-Svatove Front, the other part that we see Ukrainian actions is actually over at the Avdiivka Front. At the Avdiivka Front, there is information on the 10th of April, which is actually within the past 12 hours. There is fighting in this region around here, northeast of Vodyane or northwest of Opitne. And so the Ukrainian forces have been pushing and retaking some of these positions around here that the Russians previously have taken, and they are currently trying to push and retake these positions. However, the Russians are actually doing an offensive from the direction of Vodyane northward towards Zhevene, mostly towards on the western part, towards this region here. So the Ukrainians are actually pushing from the other side here, and the other part that we also see probing is actually at Volodymyrivka, where the Ukrainian forces actually on the eastern part of Volodya pushing south. According to the information from the Russian Defense Ministry, they mentioned that they disrupted actions of Ukrainian recon forces at Volodymyrivka, and the other part is actually at Novosilka, which is actually the part of the same report. This is reported on the 9th of April, and the Ukrainian forces probing the lines around this area here, And all this probing, could actually tell us, possible places where the Ukrainians might want to take action. And Volodymyrivka tend to always be this place that the Ukrainians might want to push deeper through. So there could be one place, especially there's a main road here that the Ukrainian forces may want to take in order for them to progress faster. So if the Ukrainian forces actually tries to go in this direction, they don't hit the main road until quite some distance. And according to Ukrainian mappings, they are actually pretty close to the highway. So if they do break through, then they can actually use the highway to actually progress faster in their offensive. So that could be a possibility, because they can just bypass Russian positions that is currently holding along Synkivka region. They can just go around it. So and the other place that we actually let's see, is there any other places that we see certain actions? That's all from the mapping itself. Other than that, we have information of Ukrainian sending Bayraktar TB2s around this region here, and around this region here, as they are trying to do target spotting for their HIMARS, so they can actually hit the forces there. I'm not sure if they got shot down or not, because they got spotted by the Russian forces, and they are, one of them, especially the one here, seems to stray a little bit too close to Crimea itself. Otherwise, this is the quick update on the Ukrainian offensive, and I will see you in the next update.